Okay. Y'all, I've been trying to make this video since January the 5th. It's been insane. But we are here today. We're about to get it in. I'm about to share some stuff with y'all, and I'm ready to get the ball rolling. So let's do it. Let's go. Yo, it's been a minute. Yo, it's been a minute. Like a hot minute. Straight up, just long time. I got so much to say, but I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you right now, this is not like a big polished comeback video where I'm gonna do a whole bunch of B-roll and all that kind of stuff. This is just gonna be me showing up in this moment, filling you in, and just think of it like, reconnecting with an old friend for a little bit. So yeah. So if you're new here, like, welcome to the channel. If you've been around for a little bit, thank you for rocking with me for so long. I know I've been absent, but thank you for sticking around. I'm Fredrick Giles. I'm a husband. I'm a dad. I'm a pastor. I'm a creative. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm also a student currently, and I'm officially 40 years old. I never thought about what life would be like at 40. I remember when I was younger and thinking about people being 40, they were just so old to me. And I don't know if you're like me and those of you watching, when you turn 40, like your mind doesn't turn 40. Maybe that's just men, but I still have these moments where I'm like, man, I'm young, I got so much life to live. And I do, it's not a morbid thing, but you realize that you're the old head in the room now. It's crazy. Like it blows my mind. And so I'm just trying to navigate life in my 40s now, and it's crazy. So where have I been? Life has been lifing. It's been a lot. Over the past year, we've gone through some major transition with church and ministry. If you guys know me, I pastor church. Currently, that church is not meeting in person, and really not much is going on with it. There's plans to rebuild it and get some things going, but it's been on pause. And part of the reason it's been on pause is really for health reasons, not like a physical health reason, but like mental health. Like, we discovered, me and my wife, that it was going to be very important, especially after all the stuff that we journeyed through, to just take a little bit of time. And so I've really just been enjoying raising my children. I've always worked a full-time job while pastoring, and I've gotten into doing a little more of my freelance and some of the creative stuff that I got to do. I also, at the beginning of the years, went back to grad school and am studying my master's in counseling and rehabilitation. So there's stuff going on, and I'm trying not to lose myself in the process and just enjoy the journey, but it's been a lot. So, I wasn't avoiding YouTube. If you follow me, you also know that my wife and daughter are on YouTube, and they're killing it right now, knocking it out of the park. Sometimes I get a little upset about that, because I was the first person in this house to really get on the YouTube game. When I was doing it, they didn't want nothing to do with it. But now they killing it, knocking it out the park. And they're all like, "Dad, you need to get back in YouTube, and baby." And I'm like, okay. So yeah, I wasn't avoiding. I just didn't have the bandwidth or the margins in my life at that point to really try and do it. I didn't want to also just be posting stuff just to be posting stuff. I wanted to make it meaningful, like a meaningful reason. That's a lot of words. I messed that up. A meaningful reason to return, and I want it to mean something and be purposeful. And so here we are. We are here. I'm back. Not perfect. Still gonna have a lot to work on and a lot of things. Hopefully I'll be as polished as I can be, but I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna be present. All right. I'm gonna put some effort behind this to work and encourage and share these things. So why navigating my 40s? Y'all, there's so much happens when you turn 40. Like, 40 changes you. Like, I don't know if it's and it might be a scientific thing. I didn't have to look that up. But I feel like at 40, something just clicks in your brain and you're like, man, I'm done with dealing with people's foolishness. I ain't got time for this, blah, blah, blah. Your filter kind of erodes. You get more and more loose lip, as my grandma would say. And you start, it's a lot of things. But to be honest with you, like, you really start thinking about legacy. You start thinking about your health. You start thinking about how you spend your time, like how you spend your time. And for those of you who are not 40 yet, maybe you're in your early 30s, and some of this is already probably happening to you. And this is what happens. This is how the human psyche works. You start to really kind of gauge the life you live and the importance of what matters to you. You know, when you get in your 40s, it becomes less about chasing success, and it becomes more about like chasing purpose or finding something meaningful. Now, I'm not saying this is a blanket statement and everybody goes through the same thing. I just know from my experience, this is where I am at. Like I want my life to be meaningful and purposeful, and there was some of that in my early 30s, but this year, like, I mean, we're 6 months into the year, like I just think about this kind of stuff a little bit constantly. For me, like what's meaningful and purposeful is about faith and family and really focusing in. I was talking to myself. Okay, listen, anyhow, I'm not gonna explain. You know what I mean. I was having a conversation with myself, and I'm thinking like, you're 40 now. You shouldn't be trying to figure out what you want to do in life. Like at this point, I think you should kind of know. And that's not like you wasted your life. And again, this is just me and my journey. I'm not trying to put pressure on myself to go and do something, but there does come a time where you have these conversations. Like, I just wanted to get to the point, like I feel like I'm at the point where I'm like, hey, I want to finally be doing what I always dreamed I would be doing. You know, when you're a kid and you're like dreaming about, what do you want to do when you get older? You want to be a football player, you want to do all these things. And then there comes a point where you actually make like a real decision about what you want to do in your life. Like I feel like I'm at the stage where I'm like, hey, I want to be doing that and not so many things, trying to figure out life. And that's where I've been this last year, really. So many things that we're going to be talking about. You know, I got some fitness and health stuff that we're going to be doing. I want to do some of that on this channel. I want to share my journey. One of the things that I have to take seriously now is my health. Not long ago, I was put on high blood pressure meds, and honestly, for some time, my body has already been telling me it's time for a shift. And so, like, I have this goal, and I'm in the first week of it now, where I'm going to be pushing for the next 6 weeks to really jumpstart this fitness and recalibrate my health here. And so my goal is to get off high blood pressure meds eventually. But I want to do it in a way that's natural and healthy and whole, and, you know, bring that down. We need to be focusing on that, y'all. We ain't got to be running around here with high blood pressure meds and taking these things. We can do it naturally. And so I'm going to work on some of that. But I want to share these journeys with you, these real reactions, these journeys, these different things. And I don't want, you know, we go through this stuff. Sometimes we go through it alone and we feel like we don't have help. All right, I feel like I'm rumbling, so I'm gonna get to the point. All right, so let me give you some updates on what you can expect from this channel. We're gonna be talking about, you know, as I just said, like I'm gonna share some of my health journey there and my goals, and celebrate some of the wins, and hopefully get off of these blood pressure meds, which will include like losing weight and stuff like that. So look at your boy now, because in a few months, hey. So outside of that, like, it's gonna be like real conversations about life. I'm gonna share some real struggles, like what do you do as a dad, and how you navigate life, especially if you're younger and you're working towards, you know, these goals and different things. I want to share some thoughts on entrepreneurship. I say it like this: I want to share the things that my dad never taught me. That's not disrespect to my dad, but if you know my story, you know he wasn't around. And I think there's a lot of people who have that same thing, or maybe navigating that and have had to figure it out. And so my hope is that for the next generation, or my peers, or even those older than me, that I can just share with you some of the secret sauce, as I will put it, that will help you not have to navigate so many different pathways. My mentor who passed away is Bishop Tony Miller. Love him to death, miss him. He used to say to me all the time, Fred, you learn two ways, mentors or mistakes. You can learn from a mentor's mistake, or you can learn from your own. I hope that you will find this channel to encourage you to like kind of lift you up. You know, I told my daughter, she was like, oh, this sounds crazy. But I was like, I want to be like the best, you know, some people's best friends, but I want someone to be like, oh, that's my dad. He cool. Like so I don't know. These conversations may just be like me talking to you like a dad, you know. She says I lecture her all the time, and I'm guilty. I'm not here to try to go viral. I just want to be valuable to you. And I hope that you will rock with me and stick around. So yeah, this is me. This is 40. This is a new era for this channel. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna hang out. We're gonna talk. We're gonna kick it. And we're gonna grow together. And hopefully you'll enjoy it. So let's grow together. Let's get stronger. Let's get stronger spiritually, mentally, physically. Let's navigate what life is going to be like in the next chapter, whatever your chapter is, and my chapter being 40. What is life going to be like? Let's navigate that chapter with purpose, and I think it's going to be great. So yeah, fam, if this speaks to you, or if you know somebody that you're like, I'm going to put my homeboy on, or I'm going to put somebody on because I think they'll really benefit from your content, send them my way. Make sure if you're new here, or if you just caught this somehow in your timeline, hit the subscribe button. Thank you for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed this content. I hope maybe it resonated with you at some point. And I'll see you in the next one. All right, fam. Peace out.